Hello. This video is to bring you through the first few tests you might like to do when you start a Dynamics Telephony trial. So you start up Dynamics Telephony itself. And the first test I'm going to do is an inbound screen pop. When you start your trial, it'll start with a little simulator phone here, which simulates the customer end of the phone calls. So this is not part of the product as such. This is just for demonstrations and quick tests, and it just means you don't have to connect to a real phone system. So for the inbound screen pop, let's find a number, any number in CRM against one of your contacts, and pop it into the customer phone number here. So we're going to simulate a call from that person, and click Make Call, and then the call will come in to Dynamics Telephony in a new tab like this. And we've looked it up using the phone number and found one person. You click Answer, and now you're actually talking to the person. You can see the talk time top right, and the contact is popped. And you can control the call then and hang it up here with this red icon. And now we're after talk time. You can play around with the settings and pop an account or a lead or opportunity later on, but that's the first test. So try that one now. You go into the activities here. You'll see there's the phone call that just came in, and you can have a look at that, and you'll see the duration, etc., has been filled in. So that's the inbound screen pop. Next, I'm going to do click to dial. So click to dial, you can click on a phone number anywhere in CRM and dial it. So I'm going to click on this phone number here. Phone call activity gets automatically answered or added, and you're ringing showing up there. And then when I answer on the customer phone, we go to talk time, and again I can release the call in CRM, or I can release it at the customer end. I'll do it at the customer end, and we're back to idle. Again, that activity will have been added with duration, etc. You can check that, refresh it, and you'll see it. Next thing I'm going to do is your personal auto dialer. So anywhere in CRM that you have a list, maybe it's contacts, maybe it's phone calls, maybe it's leads, you can select all or some items in that list and load them into your auto dialer. So I'm just going to select 2 or 3 here. The auto dialer button is up here, and when you have multiple queues set up, you can pick which queue, but I'm just going to stick with this one queue here, the default one, and I'm going to go with the default settings and click Start, and that will add them in. So click Start. You can see the progress is showing here as it adds them into your dialer queue. Now they're in your queue, and they're going to pop out to you to dial. So here's the first one popping out. And you click Accept on that. And it is going to open up whatever you loaded. If you loaded a lead, it's going to show the lead. I've loaded a contact, so it shows the contact. It's giving me preview time up here. I can fast forward over the preview time here. And then it dials automatically once the preview time is done. You can see it's ringing a countdown up there. So when that reaches 0, you'll see it will go to no answer here. And then the next one will pop into me. So it's gone to no answer, and I'm idle. The system has gone off looking for another item in the queue, and here it comes. And I can accept this, clicking on the Accept button. Again, I'm going to fast forward over the preview. And I'm going to simulate answer on the customer phone. So I'm talking. And then you can play around with these outcomes. Set up callbacks, defer it for a short period of time. These outcomes are all defined over here in outcome settings. So you can look through those. and change them as you need. So that's your dialer. Then finally, I'm just going to show you how you would add a larger list, maybe for a team. So you would run an advanced find of contacts, leads, phone calls, whatever you want. So I'll just run it for accounts. And you might select them all the ones that meet your query criteria. And here's what you do. You'd click Quick Campaign for all records on all pages. Next, give it a name. Next, make sure you click Phone Call here and add it to the queue. So add it to the Dynamics Telephony queue, which will have been automatically created as part of the install of Dynamics Telephony. And once you add them to the Dynamics Telephony queue, then these are going to start popping out. The only thing you have to do is give it a subject. And I won't do the end, but that's what you do to load up a large number of records. So you can try that out. Finally then, switch over to the dashboards. You'll see that there are some dashboards installed. These dashboards here, an agent RTD, and you've got some dashboards for various periods. So here's the dashboard. You can make it larger. You can see all the time that's been spent. So you should see that corresponding to the time you've spent and all the outcomes of all the calls you've made. They'll show over here. And the real-time display one looks like this. So it shows I'm in the ready state. I've been there for 2 minutes and 38 seconds. Talking actually. I went into that state at 10:49. Okay, so then the next steps would be to connect your phone system. Thank you for listening.